From a young age, I started playing tennis at the age of 6, but it was when I was probably 10 years old, 11 years old. I traveled interstate to represent my, Victoria. I traveled to Perth, I remember, and it was a nice club, and there were a lot of parents watching, people watching, and I remember just standing there and seeing people watching, kids play and clapping, and I'm like, this is what I want to do. I want to be a professional tennis player. I mean, I've played junior events before that and did well and won junior events in under 11s, under 10s, under 9s. It didn't really hit me until that moment. I actually specifically remember, I was like, this is what I'm meant to do. This is what I want to do with my life. I want to play tennis. I want to be a professional tennis player. And it's kind of a weird moment when all of a sudden thinking that, sometimes it takes a lifetime for someone to realize what they want to do. And for me, I'm 10 years old. I'm like, this is it. This is what I'm going to dedicate all of my time to do, and that's to play tennis. And I worked hard, and I told my dad, and he, not only did he push me, but he dedicated and stopped, what his goals were in his life, so because he knew that it would kind of take time away from me. And so he, stopped doing what he's doing so he can give me the opportunity and his attention for me to have every chance to become a professional tennis player. And there's a small chance that could have happened. It doesn't matter how talented you are or how hard you train. There's a very small percentage of athletes that actually make it. For me, honestly, it was my dad that helped me, push me, and get me to that level where I needed to go. My dad, he had obviously dreams that and goals in his life, and he dropped them all because he knew that he wouldn't have enough time to train with me, and he gave up his goals, his dreams for mine. So he gave up a lot, and it wasn't obviously guaranteed that I was going to make it, but still he didn't care. He just wanted me to have every opportunity to try and become what I want to become. And that, when I told him I was a tennis player, then he's like, okay, well, let's do it. It's not going to be easy. You have to train your butt off. I mean, we woke up, he'd make me wake up before school, and it was still dark. We were playing under lights when it was freezing cold. I woke up at 5 and get on the court by 6 for an hour and a half of training, or 2 hours before school, and he'd drop me off at school, pick me up, and I'd train again. I mean, I really had, didn't go to birthday parties, didn't go to parties, didn't go out, didn't go to arcades, didn't go to movies with friends. It was tennis, tennis, tennis for me, and I wouldn't change anything in the world. And my dad was a very big part of that.